Today is the beginning of a new month, and it is a special day as well because it is the International Children's Day of Broadcasting. And that's why I'm joined today by my young friends who've worked on a story that will be coming to you on tonight's NTV Weekend Edition Bulletin. Now guys, tell me, what is your story about?
Our story is about child sacrifice.
Well, a very topical and relevant story affecting children and told by the children themselves. Now, in addition to this, here are the other stories that will be coming your way on NTV Weekend Edition. That does it for NTV Weekend Edition on this Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us. Many, like myself, will be nursing aches and pains following the marathon earlier today, but trust me, it was for a good cause and a lot of fun was had by all. In the week ahead, you can walk with your head held high for having dared to try where others feared to tread. My name is Farai Mwakutuya. Enjoy the rest of your weekend or what's left of it and have a great week ahead. Bye-bye. Hello viewers and a very good evening to you. Welcome to Decision Uganda 2011 post-election debate. My name is Farai Mwakutuya. Now tonight we'll try to stay clear of the actual events of the elections but look at the future as we focus on Uganda under the NRM government over the next 5 years and even Uganda post the Museveni era. Well, as the saying goes, all things must come to an end, and our surgeon to all the key regions of Uganda ends tonight. Don't despair, we'll be back in Kampala tomorrow and continue to give you live coverage of the entire election as we get into this crucial period. What is left for me now is to thank the residents of Mbarara and Lakeview Resort Hotel, as well as the viewers and residents in all the other regions that we visited. It's been great joining you all across the country. Also like to thank the crew behind the scenes that have made this happen on the road, as well as back in the studio in Kampala. And thank you for joining us on 7 Days, the program that gives you highlights of news making headlines across the past week. After a thorough cleanup of the National Voters Register, the Electoral Commission revised downwards the number of eligible voters from the previous 15.2 million to 13.9 million. The provisional figures are less 1.3 million names struck off the register for various reasons. Hello and welcome to Money Matters. Now, last week, the Uganda Manufacturers Association held its first Uganda trade fair under the East African Common Market Arrangement. What was of critical concern was the fact that there was just a handful of agro-based exhibitors, yet Uganda is supposed to enjoy a comparative advantage in the region. This helped some people to highlight the fact that there's need for more commercially inspired agricultural investment as well as value addition so that Uganda can regain its position as the food basket of the region. We're back. You're watching the NTV Sports Bar. Thank you for staying with us. And we are talking about the World Cup. It kicks off in just 5 days. Now, I would like to give you some hints and tips here on NTV Sports Bar. Something very interesting I came across. And this is very important advice and recommendations. And it is to be passed on to all wives, girlfriends, fiancés, mothers, sisters, daughters, basically to all women in general. As a Muslim yourself, and when you speak to your colleagues and other brothers and sisters, in your opinion, who is the Mufti or who should be the head of the church, of the move of
all of those people they are calling Muftis as actually they qualify to be player leaders.
Why are we making such a big deal about corruption in elections now? I mean, this is something that has happened in the past and people have never chosen to address it or talk about it before. Why now?
Well, the fact that people haven't chosen to talk about it doesn't mean that we shouldn't talk about it.
Why is it that the stakes are so high and people are willing to do anything to win?
You see, in many parts of this country, being on the NRM ticket is pretty much an assurance of you winning a seat.
Is it possible to get a different type of ARV to then give these people? Will they respond to that? What are the solutions?
The normal thing is that the health service system should have been prepared by this time.